Let me tell you guys, the house is looking amazing. I'm currently at an advantage point where I can kind of look out over the porch, and it is night and day difference from just a few weeks ago. This time last week, this house looked nothing like this, and I cannot wait to show you guys.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
Good morning and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well and you're looking forward to today's episode because we are finally doing a full reveal of the exterior of our home, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it. So it has been a few days since I last recorded, and during that time the house has been completed. So I left you guys last Saturday, and that's when the painters came over and started to do all of the trim work. And I'm telling you, the moment they put that almond color against the blue, it just made the entire home pop, and I am so in love with it. So over the weekend they asked us to just look over the house to make sure everything was 100% perfect, and so that's exactly what we did. We took some painter's tape, we went around the house, we kind of marked just a few things that we found, and then on Monday they came back, made those changes, finished up the trim, and everything is done. It's perfect and I love it. It is amazing what a can of paint can do. Honestly, this house really did need some updating, and just with changing the color, just that alone has made this house feel like it's brand new, and it just feels so good. It feels rich, it feels chic, it just feels really beautiful, and I cannot wait for you guys to see everything. And so on Tuesday, the guys came over to install the gutters, and I know that they're just gutters, but there was something about the addition of those that just felt like they were adding on a piece of jewelry onto the house. It felt like they were putting on their earrings before walking out the door. It just really looks good. It finishes everything off, and I'm telling you, there is nothing negative that I could say about Gonzalez. They were just wonderful. We've used them before, and we knew that when we were ready to do the outside paint that we were going to use them again, and they are just absolutely wonderful to work with from start to finish. I'm telling you, we contacted them a couple days later. They came out, did an estimate, and they were here like 3 days later to start the paint. And I mean, you just can't ask for, you know, anything more than that. They were very quick, they were professional, they were nice, they were kind, they listened to our concerns and offered advice. Just 100%, 10 out of 10. Gonzalez, if you're local and you're looking for a painter, I highly recommend you to work with Gonzalez. You will not be sorry. So for today, we are going to beautify the front of the house even more. The paint looks wonderful, but now we're just going to add some finishing touches. So over the last several days, I've been doing some shopping. I bought some things online. Some things have been delivered. And so we're just going to put those final touches on the house. I have purchased some new hanging lights for the porch. I have some new lights that go on the each side of the garage. Of course, I have the planters from last week. I bought some chairs and a table to sit on the front porch. Of course, we're going to be planting some plants and flowers and things like that. We did a little zhuzhing to the mailbox area. It looks really, really good, and I can't wait for it all to finally be revealed. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to head over to the garden center and look for some flowers and a few more plants to put into the planters that I got last week. I just really loved that picture, and pop it up here from Pinterest with those baskets. I just love that look. It just, to me, because I feel like the house looks a little bit more modern with this color, and I just kind of wanted to like tone it down a little bit and add a little hominess with it. So I think those planter baskets are going to be perfect, and so I want to see if I can find some sort of plant or flower that will really look good right there at the entrance of the house. And yeah, we'll see what else we can find. So I'm gonna hopefully grab my sister because I just want her second opinion on everything. So I think I'm gonna grab her, and then we're gonna head over to Home Depot, and then I will see you guys there. And then when we come back, we'll get to decorating and we'll do our final reveal. Okay? So I will see you in a bit. That's cute. That's cute. Yep. Okay, and then this one, I don't know how much she is, but yeah, let's get that one. I don't know, we'll see how much it is. There's no price. It's like, oh, there is a price. I think that'd be cute together.
It'd be really cute.
Yeah. On that side. Yep, there you go. Perfect. That's it. Now, and I'm going to work on getting the porch all nice and clean. There's just lots of dirt and grime and dust left over from all the work that we've been doing over the last week. And there's also a couple of spots that I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get up with our power washer. So I asked Mark to bring up the power washer from the shed and bring it up here to the front so that I can get everything nice and clean, or as clean as possible. And then once everything dries, it will be time to start bringing out things to really make this space look beautiful. On the way home, we happened to see that the sweet tea stand, you know you're in the south wind, was open, and we went and stopped and got a sweet tea, which is going to be perfect for today because it is very hot outside, and this will be really refreshing as we're just out here working away. So let me go ahead and get the power washer started, and we'll get to work.
Father, oh, way too good to be bothered, oh, living life with no stress, yes, every minute is my best, yes, feel like I'm winning the lottery, buying my mama a house is harder than pottery, winning it just like I oughta be, things looking up, I'm living on the bright side, looking for that good life, everything is alright, riding on that golden wave, swimming in the fresh blue, pussy feeling brand new, sun is about to break, ooh, I love the world today. I'm living on the bright side. 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 It's that tank top, oh. All my friends get together, oh. Feel it couldn't be better, yes. Tell me this is forever, yeah. Summer days they're getting hotter, shit getting up out the water. Baby is beautiful, so that your future is wavy. Colors are crazy. I'm living on the breeze.
While we're waiting for everything to dry down below, I thought we would go ahead and start working on the lighting that's both here on the porch as well as out on the garage. So let me flip the camera around so you guys can see what's currently here. These are the lamps that we currently have, and as you can see, they just kind of look a little well loved. They've been here before Mark moved in. As you can see, they just kind of really need to be updated. There's some paint splatters that wasn't cleaned up from previous paint jobs, and when I was just looking at the house, I just felt like it needed something a little bit more modern. So I found these lamps over on Amazon, and I just like them because I felt that they were very streamlined. They were a little bit modern. I think they just felt like they went a little bit better with the house. So we went ahead and bought two of them. One's gonna go right here above my head at the entrance, and then the other one is gonna go on the other side of the porch over there. And then in addition to those two lights, I purchased these, and they are gonna hang on the outside of the garage. And I love these lights for two reasons. One, they really complement the lights that we're gonna hang here underneath the porch, but then also they are solar. So we do not have to hardwire them, and that is amazing. So currently there's one light on the right side of the garage that's hardwired, and then on the left side there's nothing there. So I don't know why the people who originally built this house did not put a lamp on each side of the garage, but to me it just seems lopsided. So with these lights, it's wonderful because once the sun goes down, the light will come up every single evening, and we don't have to worry about turning on a switch, and most importantly, we don't have to worry about hiring an electrician to come out and hardwire them. So I love that we found those. I think they're going to be absolutely great, and what I'm going to do now is go find Mark to see if he can help me hang these up, and then we're going to go ahead and get to work. For whatever reason, the light does not want to come on, and we're just going to go ahead and wire it up and just let it hang and be pretty for the reveal. And then we're probably going to have to take it down, try again, or maybe even call an electrician. But Yeah, actually Mark says he's never seen this light come on, so I don't think it's something that we did. We'll just go ahead and say that. Yeah, it's frustrating. It really is. All right, so you guys will see it for the reveal, but it won't be working yet. Well, I was just about to pull everything out, and then I realized that I didn't have enough dirt for those tall planters that I got last week at home. So guess where I have to go? Back to Home Depot. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Way over here, I said to my sister that I am not buying any more plants, but I just found this one, and even though I do have plants for those two tall planters from at home, I just think like something like this, I don't know, it's just kind of whimsical and wispy. I think that I could probably put this in another pot on the porch up front, and I think it'll look just really pretty. I think it'll just add in some of the empty space. So I think it's on sale too, so I think I'm gonna get it. After this, no more plants. Planter. I have to get it right. It's only $17. I so wish that I was able to find like really tall ones like this for not a lot of money, but this one and that plant that I'm about to buy, I think would make a nice little couple. All right, I'm going home. Let's go. You guys, it is so hot out here today. I have no idea why I chose today to be the day for the reveal, but it is like 97 degrees outside. The humidity is through the roof. It is so hot. I have just been sweating and drinking as much water as I can. I took that tea all the way down, and now I kind of switched over to water just to try to stay as hydrated as I can out in this heat, because it really is so hot. But let me tell you guys, the house is looking amazing. I'm currently at an advantage point where I can kind of look out over the porch, and it is night and day difference from just a few weeks ago. This time last week, this house looked nothing like this, and I cannot wait to show you guys. And I apologize if you hear the banging in the background. Those are the tile guys. They are currently working on our floors, and I will tell you all about that in next week's video. But yeah, it's crazy right now, but I'm loving every minute of it, because right in front of my eyes, I'm seeing this house transform into our home, and I just absolutely love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some before pictures as well as a complete reveal. And while that's going on, I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna get changed into something a little nicer than I'm currently wearing. I have no idea why I decided to wear a white t-shirt today of all days. I am sweating through it. It is dirty. There's been dirt all over it all day, and I just thought for our final reveal that I would wear something a little nicer. So you guys enjoy these before and afters, and I will see you in just a minute. Well, what do you guys think? I think that it is quite the transformation, and I really do love it, and I hope you guys do too. So I thought before I let you go that I would kind of walk through some of the decisions that we made when selecting the paint colors for this house. So first of all, you guys know that we painted the house blue. It's actually called Gray Jacket, and I'll put that name up on the screen just so that you have it in case that you want it. But I'm so happy with the color, and I love that you guys loved it as well. I don't think there was one person in the comments last week that was disappointed in me selecting the blue paint, and that makes me so happy. It really is beautiful. And then when we put that almond trim up, I just really think that it made the house pop. Now, of course, we could have went with white, and there are several other blue houses in the neighborhood, and all of them have chosen white for their trim. And I just thought that choosing this almond color would just kind of, you know, bring it down a little bit, make it a little bit more homey, and not make it such a stark contrast with the blue paint versus the white paint. And so I think that it just looks really, really good, and I love that we went with that trim color. So one thing that we decided to do was to remove all of the shutters. And I just decided that I didn't like them anymore, and they didn't make sense, and I don't understand why some houses have them. So for me, when we were walking around and we were driving around looking at different houses trying to get inspirations for colors, I noticed that a lot of the newer houses decided to also remove their shutters. And so I, talked to Mark about it, and I said, look, I don't really love the way that they look. I don't really feel like they have a purpose, and I feel like the blue is going to be strong enough to hold the house without needing to have like that extra pop with the shutters. So we decided to remove them and just wait for the house to be painted. And after the house was painted, if we decided to remove them or put them back on, then we would have done so. But once the house was painted, and especially once the trim was put up, we just felt like there was a big enough contrast where we didn't need the shutters, and so we've decided to keep them off, and I absolutely love that decision. Another thing that I want to talk about is our front door. So if you guys have been following me on my newsletter, and I've talked about it here as well, I wanted this front door to be wood. I wanted it to be a stained wood color. And unfortunately, when we were looking at the prices of a whole new wood door along with the surrounding parts, they're really expensive, like $2,000 and up. And we've already spent so much money on the house, and then with our next projects, we just didn't have it in the budget to get that wood door. So I saw a project on Exo McKenna, and she used this product called Retique. And basically you can turn any surface into what looks like wood. So she did this to her bathroom cabinets as well as some beams that she had up on the ceiling, and it really did look like wood. So I actually purchased it. It's in the house, and I thought that I would do that treatment to this door and then the window as well. But once we told our painters our decision, because once they got finished with the house and the trim, they wanted to know what color we were painting the door, and we told them about this Retique, and we thought that it would be really pretty, and he was like, I really think that the door should be black. And I was like, no, I have my heart set on a wood stained door. I really do want to try this. And he was just like, okay, well, think about it overnight, and if you decide to change your mind, I can paint it tomorrow when we come back. And so when we went out to dinner last weekend, we kind of talked about it, and I was just like, you know what, let's just try it. If we don't like it, then we can still use the Retique, but at least the door will be painted and the house will feel finished, even if we do decide to change the color. So we had him come back the next day. He painted the door black, and for some reason, everything just popped. it just worked. And I'm so glad that we went with it because I really do love it. I love how now the black door ties in with all of our black accents. We have the black lights and the chairs and the table, and we have our new mailbox, and we decided to go with black for all of those. And I just think that it just really just adds that third layer that we needed to this house. And I'm so glad that we decided not to go with the black shutters, because a lot of homes in our neighborhood has done that, but we decided not to do that. And I'm really glad that our black accents are just coming from the door and then all of our furniture and our lighting. So the last thing I want to talk about are the baskets and all of the greenery. I just think that I love adding in that basket feel to the front of the house. Sure, we could have went with black. Of course, we could have done that. And of course, I still could have went with that, the Pottery Barn looking planter that we saw last weekend. But I'm so glad that I went with the baskets because I just feel like it feels homey. I think they tie in with our front rug as well as the runner over on this side, and I just think that it pulls everything together, and I'm really hoping that you guys agree with that assessment. I think that's about it. I mean, I think in terms of things that I would like to continue to work on over the summer is our landscaping. We have these 3 bushes that are right in front of me, and I'll pan those for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. But we have some calla lilies, we have a rose bush, and we have an azalea bush. And while they're beautiful, I would just love to rehome them to another area of the yard, maybe on the side of the yard, maybe in the backyard. And I want to do something in this space, but I just don't know what to do. I am pretty good at interior design and a little fashion design, I guess now exterior design, but I have no idea what to do with this landscaping. So if you guys have any ideas of what we should do in this little area, I thought maybe getting like 3 identical bushes and just keeping them small because I really want there to be visibility to the front porch. But I don't know. If you guys have any ideas at all, please leave them down in the comments because we are just kind of at a loss of what to do. So we'll be working on that as well as finishing up the backyard over the summer. But I just think that the house looks fantastic, and thank you for helping me along through this process with helping me choose the color and listening to me gripe and complain and helping me choose the baskets and all of that. You guys are definitely a part of this process, and I just want to thank you. Also want to thank Gonzalez Painting. You guys are awesome, and if you happen to see this video, just know how appreciative I am of all of your work. Roger and your team are awesome. 100%, 10 out of 10. I will absolutely use you guys again in the very near future. And I have to thank Mark for all of his help. You don't see him a lot on camera, but trust and believe he is working hard behind the scenes, and I could not have done any of this without his help. And of course, I do want to thank my sister as well for all of her opinions and helping me with all of the choices that I had to make for this house in a very short amount of time. Honestly, could not have done this project by myself. So thank you all for all of your help. So with that, I think that I am going to leave you for today. Next week, we are going to be starting the new project, which is going to be indoors, thank God, because it is so hot outside right now. So next week, I'll be showing you guys our tiling project, and we're going to be getting ready to get started with all of the decorating and the updates in our powder room, as well as our kitchen, our eat-in area. It's going to be a lot of fun. So you guys get ready, because this is not the last project of the summer, and I'm really excited about that. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you so much for watching and staying here to the end. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you back here next Sunday, and I will also see you on Friday mornings in my newsletter. So I will see you guys then. Thanks so much. I love you. Bye. Well, we think that we fixed the lights. We're not sure, but we're hoping. So let's give it one last try. 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Good job, Mark. Good job. You did it.